Good morning, students. Myself, Professor Neha Dave. Now, we'll be starting today the chapter that is Administration and Supervision. Now, into the last session, when we have discussed about so much of different part of education, administration, management. Into the last lecture, first we have started with what is education, what is administrations, and what is the management, and how into when you start up with any kind of institutions, any kind of schools, or any kind of college. So on that time, how the thing is what the administrative works in educational field. So that is why we have learned a different part of different types of systems, and with the help of that type of systems we used to get a proper way of interactions in the related with education. Then afterwards, on the next chapter, we have been learned into the last lecture, that was the constitutions, that already we have been seen that once the thing is what we got an independence, and then the thing is what when the constitution formed, and we used to celebrate that constitution with the help of Republic Day, the day which was celebrated. And on that time, certain rights was given to certain kind of equality, fraternity, freedom, speech, and in that right to education. So that what is the right of education, a proper way of concept which was there, and that proper way of concept, that also we have been discussed about it into the last session, that how importance into the constitution, the right to education means a lot. What is rights to education? Relating to the children, relating to the females, relating to the male, okay, and even to the casteism related, how the education was given more and more importance. Now into the last session, even we have been discussed about it, that how the different types of techniques was used into rights of education. Previously, the thing is right to education related, there was no rules, and there was the rules and regulations the people was not able to follow because of poverty, unemployment. So that is why the people was not able to follow. So but slowly and steadily, the thing is what government has given certain kind of different sources, and with the help of different type of sources and certain kind of benefits to the children, and even to the parents also, that you need to send to your children also, because they have been shown the importance of an education. And after showing this importance of an education, finally they got to know, and then afterwards slowly and steadily, the thing is what government has set up different types of rules relating to the Anglo-Indians, okay, who are from Anglo-Indians. Second part, who are from certain kind of casteism, certain kind of tribes, they have been there. So from this, they have been shown certain kind of benefits, and with the help of that part of benefits, finally the thing is what they have been come with the help of importance of a right to education. Then afterwards, we have been learn about it, what is right to an education also, and into the constitution, how the bill was passed, and when the thing is what this part of importance was given to the education. Then already we have been discussed that previously the thing is there was only the Britishers rule, so that is why the things, the terms and condition was not followed that much. But slowly and steadily, once we got an independence, and once the thing is the constitution has been formed, and into this constitution certain amendment they have been changed, certain transformation they have been done into certain rules and regulations, and that part of rules and regulations what we are currently, if the thing is what they have been showing is important. Till now also the thing is what right to education has given very much importance, and with to this part of it education, the thing is what the system has been changed, the institution, whatever the institution has been opening right now, so ultimately they have been changing the system. And even the thing is what the recognized body, the government recognized body, who gives the chance to open to give the chance to the peoples to open up the schools, and you open up the institutions, any part of it, and to them also, and those children who are taking admissions, give them that part of importance, because the student should not leak for a certain part, or should not leap his year. So even if we have been discussed, if till the age of 14, means till the age of 14, if the child is not getting an education, then special training which has been given to it, and with part of this part of training, the thing is what the child is getting an education. So that is why now the thing is what after seeing, and we are already into the subject of education, administration and management. So we are into this part of subjects, you will be learning about it, how administration works into an education field, how administration works, and what are the major importance. So that is why when you start up with any kind of institution, you should know about it, that what are the rights to education, what are the main concept of an education it has been there, and why it is given the more and major impact relating to the education. So that is why the thing is what this chapter has been introduced. Into the next chapter we have been discussed, into the last three chapters we have been discussed into a different session. First we went with the theories, means that was just an introduction related to education and administration. Next chapter we have been learned with the constitution, okay, and with the into that constitution we have been learned about right to education. Once we have been covered up with the help of that, we have been learned a leadership quality, that what are the leadership quality should be there, because when you're running with any part of management, and when you're running with any part of management, you should have that kind of leadership quality, because with the help of that type of quality only the thing is what you can run with the management and into the organization, because whatever the institution, here we are learning about administration. Now already into the last we have been discussed the what is planning, organizing, directing, controlling, staffing. We have been learned this different types of functionals of in management, which makes a major impact into the organization, and from this the thing is what your administration works. So this we have been learned into depth, okay, and even with this parallelly we have been learned about it, what are the leaderships, what are the leadership qualities should be there. Even we have been learned different types of leadership types of quality people, and from this different types of quality of the people, the thing is what, how the importance was given to the leader, that he learned not even into the group but even with the help of team, because then only the thing is the people works together, and finally the thing is all sort of management works. Now the thing is what, today into the chapters you will be learning, that is administrations and supervision. Okay, so today there will be certain, now into this, before going into the depths, let us just summarize whatever the concept we will be learning today. So at least what you will be getting a proper and clear cut idea about it once we have been started up with this. Now first you will be learning about supervision related, what is supervision, okay, why the supervision it has been done. Now in education system you have a certain part of it managements, and with the help of the management who supervise each and everything, that whether the thing is what each and everything process is going on not, relating to any kind of work, relating to any kind of people, relating to the children, relating to education, relating to administration, there are different types of it. Even into this supervision, during the supervision they have been even checked about the functions of management, what we have been learned into the last, because with this function of management then only the thing is what, your supervision it has been completed, where you will be seeing about the different, that is planning, organizing, directing, controlling, staffing, evaluating. We have a different part of it, and I have given certain two case studies also, and with the help of the case studies how the major importance it is given into the supervision related. So first you will be learning about it, what is supervision, why the supervision is important, and how good you can make, how good you can do the supervision, because supervision makes an important concept. If there is any kind of lack, so on that time the thing is what, management will be what they will be doing, they will be doing a certain part of changes relating to that particular concept, and then afterwards they'll go ahead with the next part. So that is why into this part of it you will be learning that. Even you will be learning about it, what are the roles and the functions of the supervision, okay, why this part of roles are been given and the functions are been, how it has been traced by the supervision, how the how the supervision it has been given. So your different part of concepts you will be learning today. What are the advantages, disadvantages, why the importance it is given to the supervision into this education system related. So we'll go ahead with the next slide, because as we go to the other slides you will be getting a clear cut idea. Almost into the last session onwards we have been learned different concepts which was only related with education. So today the thing is what you will be learning with the help of supervision. Here the thing is different qualities also you will be learning, and that part of quality whatever it has been there you are being introducing into the institution part. We'll go ahead with the next slide. Now first introduction part, okay, first you'll be seeing about the introduction, what are the major impact, like the chapter will be covering up with the help of total way of introduction, and with the help of the introduction the thing is what, the supervision it has been covered up with the help of certain points. Good managers oversees the performance of the workers. Okay, here the thing is what, if there are the good managers oversees the performance of the workers. Here the major importance was why we do the supervision. Here the thing is what, the manager who takes care of each and everything, and finally the thing is what, they see if the worker is working or not, and with the help of the working the thing is their performance it has been also been calculated. It is necessary to oversee the performance to achieve earlier objectives. Why we see this kind of performance performance. Then why the thing is we see this type of performance? Because the thing is what, we can see how earlier we can cover up with their goal, we can cover up with their objective. So that is why the thing is what we do the supervision. So this supervision is given major importance, because the thing is what, here they can check the performance, and after checking the performance, finally the thing is what, they can clear out with the certain objectives, and you can go through with the objectives, and with that part of objectives you can have a major impact into that particular system. Top management oversees the performance of a management members, and the managemental members oversees the performance of a management members. Now here you can see top management, you have a head of the department, and the top management individuals like CEO, your director, they'll be look after with the help of this kind of performance of a management members, and even the management members also take care with the help of this change the performance of management people who are being subordinating to them. So they even check the performance with that. They are also called as the first line managers. Now, according to this part of system, they are already called a first line manager, who supervise each and everything, who takes care each and everything, and finally the thing is what, at certain kind of decisions they come through. Supervisor has difficult names like foreman, department head. Now supervisor. Now usually we doesn't use the word supervisor. At certain constants we use a supervisor, but usually at the different names are being given to the supervisor. That is foreman, department head, head clerk, charge man, then chief clerk, head assistant, inspector, superintendent, or a section officer, etc. Now you can see for a supervisor you have a different part of name. Now previously only we have been seeing the word administration supervision. First only the chapter says about administration supervision, means into the management how the supervision are been done. And as a supervisor, if a person it has been appointed as a supervisor, he'll be has either foreman, departmental head, he might be head clerk, chargeman, chief clerk, head assistant, inspector, superintendent, or a section officer, etc. It can be any part of it, and finally the thing is according to that part of it, he has given the name and he will be doing his work according to whatever the charge he has been given. So this is the one part of way where the supervision it has been conducted. Now, here the thing is what are the functions of supervisor. Now, what are the functions means? What are the things he takes care? Now, first it is what the supervisor takes care to provide technical knowledge. He should have those technical knowledge about it, like whatever the work it is been given to that particular person. So that technical knowledge he should have. Give orders, instructions, and implement the rules. That is major important. He gives the order, he passes the order. Instructions, he gives the instructions like how to do the work, and implements the rule. And even the thing is what certain rules, if he wants to start up with the new rules, like do this thing, do that thing, this will be followed from tomorrow onwards. So this all are been functioned by the supervisor. Converts the goal. Okay, obviously he converts the goal also, because what all the people are having the objects. Finally the thing is what, if that part of only objectives and that part of only work, if it is going on, so if it is not working out, so he can give it the certain other, he can convert that objectives into the different part, and finally the thing is he can cover up with the goal. Programs, policies, resources into the product and services. Into product and services, he can change the objectives, programs, policies, and other resources. Create proper climate, that is important. It's the duty of a supervisor to create a proper climate. Arrange work assignment, determining the procedure. This has also been done. They does the arrangements, and even the thing is what they according to the seeing the performance of the people, they assign the work and determine the procedures. And even according to that, he says about it how to go with that part of procedure. Only the thing is you need to follow each and every step. Arrange tools and material, that is also there, like a manager who look after each and everything, where I am saying about he should have a technical knowledge. So where the thing is what, he will be only doing the, here where I am using the word resources. Resources means what, all sort of raw materials related, any part of it, the thing is what, he will be taking care, that is a supervisor. So here you can see about it, he takes care each and everything. So whenever into the institutions, whenever to any kind of education administration, these are the different types of steps, and these are the different types of functions where the thing is what, a supervisor look after each and everything. Where into the administration, he provides all technical knowledge, he should have those technical knowledge, he gives the order, instructions, implementations of rule, converts the goal, program policies, resources into the products and services, create a proper climate, arrange the work assignment, determining the procedure, arrange the tools and materials. These are the different type of system, and according to that part of system, finally the thing is what supervisor functions each and everything, which comes into his hand. Now, I have more functions of a supervisor. The thing is what he even motivates the workers, because the thing is what he has that only work. The supervisor is having that only that part of work, because he just because first only we have been seen na, he look after with the help of goals. So how the goals are being given to the thing is what they motivates the people, and according to the motivating to the people, the thing is what they attract more and more towards the goal. Becomes an example. Yes, he becomes an example. He come and he says, when I came, the thing is what my performance was also not that much currently. Now so see, I'm into the head of the department, so how I have been spend my certain years, and he used to come and he used to explain relating to this part of administration. Here the compliances and helps to solve them. Obviously, if there is any kind of grievances, if there is any kind of complaint, so he gives certain kind of solutions to that particular point of it, and finally the thing is what the work it has been completed. Communicates the feeling or problems to the top management, if any kind of talk if you want to have, and finally the thing is what relating to any kind of problems, if the thing is what the people are being facing, so directly he is a person who directly takes all the problem in towards the top management, and finally the thing is what whatever the problems are been there, he has been sorting with the management, because what management decides about it, because he has a certain power. A supervisor has a certain powers, and according to that part of only powers, the thing is what he takes care each and everything. But if beyond to that it has been there, it is not in his hand. But what he used to do, he used to give a solution that whatever the problems are been there, I'll communicate with the top management. Finally, whatever the words are being kept, finally I'll pass through that. Control the performance, okay, that has been also been checked. Recommending promotion, transfer and pay increase. Even the supervisor who sees all those things, so he also have that kind of functions where with the help of his he look after to the performance of the people, he gives the promotion, he gives the transfer, he even pay the increase also, means even the thing is what his pay will also increase. Means you can say a supervisor who takes care each and everything. These are the major roles and functions of a supervisor, like any of the institutions whenever it has been opened. So into this they have an administration department, and into this administration department you have a supervisors who look after with the help of all the functions, and without these functions the thing is what the supervisor is not at all, the organization is incomplete, and the supervisor won't able to give the each and everything. So that is what the supervisor who takes care each and every problems into the administration, into the education, and finally the thing is whatever the problems are there, it go directly to the management, and finally with the help of this they sorted out the problems, and then finally the thing is the solution has been came. So each and everything the thing is what it has been done by the supervisor. Responsibility. What are the major responsibility of a supervisor? Responsibility towards workers or a subordinators. He look after to the workers, or if the thing is what workers are not there, so finally he subordinates whatever who are in charge. Means like he is a person, finally into his the thing is there are just 4 to 5 people who are subordinating. He will be the superior, and finally other will be a subordinator. So he look after each and everything. What are the wants? What are the needs are been there? He has checked this all thing. Responsibility towards management. He even checked those responsibilities towards the management. What are the things he even supervised, and even he has a responsibility where the thing is what he needs to look after with all the management. Whatever the education institutions have been feeling about it, so that part of particular management he needs to have, he has that much right to take care, because he has those responsibilities. Responsibilities to its own functions, okay, whatever the functions we have been seeing right now towards like a pay scale where you're seeing about the performance of the people and you're giving promotions, transfer, then afterwards you're seeing about the compliances, you're solving a problem, you're motivating to the people. So he needs to have, this is the other responsibility, but beyond to this part of it, he needs to have also have the take care relating to whatever the functions are be there. Either the thing is what the teachers are going properly or not, either the teachers supervisors are getting pay or not, each and everything, schools are been properly meant or not, the cleaning floors are being checked, the supervisor even checked about it, if the school cleaning it has been done properly or not. He observed properly each and every system, and with the help of this, because he is that kind of person that is a supervisor, so he supervises each and everything into the administration field. Responsibility towards his colleague, that is also important. It is not like that I won't behave with my colleague roughly, so he has that part of also responsibility. Don't only look after with the help of this, but even the thing is what the beyond colleague, what he has been surviving with those people, so he needs to see about their problems, their compliances, and finally he needs to have and it comes to with the new points and new certain kind of suggestions, new kind of ideas which will be helpful for the administrations to develop into the different part of it zone. So this is how the responsibilities are there. Now, qualities of a supervisor, what are the different types of quality? Because already we have been seeing the vast way of functions, role, okay, responsibilities what he has been seeing, but how he develops this all part of how he takes care with those roles, functions and responsibility by the help of quality. The supervisor, he should be a multitasker. While when he is having this type of multitasking skill, so he used to have that part of quality. The qualities are different parts of quality where he don't only think about himself, but he think about the others also. But how the thing is, first only the thing is what he should be a multitasker. A supervisor is that part of person where he interacts from the top level to management to the ground level of management, and into this part of it he takes care each and everything whatever it has been happening into the institution. But for this the thing is what he has certain quality. What are the qualities? First, it is what knowledge about the organization, that is must, because he is a supervisor, he is a head who takes care all the departments. So finally the thing is what, first he should know about the organization, he should know about the institution, what is the institution, basically what kind of degree it has been provided by the institution, whether it's a secondary, whether it's a primary, whether it's a school, whether it's a college, whether it is an MBA in an institute, anything. So he should know about it, and how we are providing an education to the children, and finally what are the fees structures, each and everything should be taken care by the, means he should have, the supervisor should have this part of knowledge. Physical appearance, that is also important, as physical appearance should be also there, because that part of it when he presents himself in the front of the people, so it should be a certain kind of where the people can attract more and more. Then self-motivated, obviously this should be there, because as I'm having an interaction with so many different type of people, so till the time if I don't have a stage fear, then only the thing is what I can confront in the front of the people and I have a word. So here it is what selfly I need to have that part of motivation where I can come through with whatever it has been there, and internally the thing is what the motivation should come over there, that I need to have a word with this, why this thing is happening, why this thing is happening or not, because that creates a positive impact to that particular area. Because supervisor is that part of, he should be from self only, he should be motivated. If something is going wrong, so he will be saying what is this, if something is going right, so why you have to choose this chance. So means he should have that part of internally self-motivated zone. Self-confident, obviously it should be, if motivations it is motivated, it has been there, so finally the thing is what, confidence should also be there, because if he's been confident in the front of the people, finally the thing is what, the work will be going smoothly and he can give certain kind of new views and ideas also. Understand and respect the feeling of others. This is the important. Okay, he needs to have the understanding and respect to the others also, feelings of others. Ability for orderly thinking. Okay, what he should have that part of it, ability where orderly he thinks each and everything, like step to step he goes each and every process, and with the help of each and every process finally look after each and every different type of zone. Ability to talk well, obviously, because if I have self-motivating, self-confident, even there is one quality, that is ability to talk well. Okay, where the thing is, it is not like just mumbling here and there without giving any kind of sense. It is here when you're talking in the front of the people, it should be like a proper way of self-confidence, self-development, self-motivated, where he can come and he can have that part of attitude, he can come and he can have a word properly. Administrative ability, that is also important. He should have that kind of administrative knowledge also, like how to what are the plans planning, organizing, directing, controlling, staffing, how the management works about it, how administration works about it. He should have that particular way of knowledge, because then only he can come out with the different ideas. Administrative is that part of it where he should have that part of particular knowledge, because then only the thing is what he'll be having that kind of confidence where he can come and speak it out. Means whatever the particular subject related, if you're coming and speaking, so that particular subject related you should have a particular knowledge, because then only the thing is what that ability will be showing, that quality will be shown in the front of the people, that yes, whatever the particular subject you took, so that particular subject related you have a knowledge. So here the thing is what administrative related ability should also be there. Complete information, it is important. All sort of information he should not say I don't have that kind of answer. He should have that kind of quality. Ability to judge the people, that should be there. Means that part of quality where he identify the people, whether it's a fake, whether it's a true. This part of knowledge he used to have. Patience, yes, that should be there, because till the time if you don't have a patience, finally the thing is what, you are not a proper supervisor, because when you're if there is any kind of compliances, so on that time you need to listen from this person, you need to listen from this person. Finally the thing is what, whatever you feel, and finally you give the answer. So that is important. It is what, ability to judge the people, who is telling the right, who is telling the wrong. Next, the second, patience also, that should be there, because that part of patience level should be there. You need to wait for each and everything, it will happen. Okay. Then ability to listen, obviously both the people when they talk, so at least give them the chance to speak, and finally listen out, and finally then only give that part of answer. Honesty, that is important. You should be very honest. Technical knowledge, that is also important. Where we have been learn about the functions, that he should have the technical knowledge about it. Now here you can see each and every quality related, you can say with the help of that quality the supervisor have different type of qualities, and that particular quality, finally the thing is what, it has been viewed in the supervisor, which gives a major impact for the supervisors to come through with the different ideas relating to the education. And finally with the help of this, the thing is what, the quality has given the major importance relating to this. We have been learn about the functions, we have been learn about roles, we have been learn about the qualities of a supervisor, where supervisor who take care of each and every different part of it, then he comes through with the help of a subordinator. He helps to the subordinators. Finally the thing is what, with the help of this major quality, the thing is what, the different type of objectives, and even the thing is what, the goals are being achieved into the administrative field in the education. Okay, we'll go to the next slide. Now, what are the principles? Principles are what? What are the rules of a supervision? Okay, when he used to do the supervision, so what are the principles? What are the things? What are the rules? What are the values he is being followed? The effective utilization of supervision ensures that the achievement of the objectives of an organization. Why the major impact of doing a supervision is the thing is what, where we go through the objectives of an organization, we cover up the objective of the organization, so that will be my major impact. That is why we have major control relating to that particular thing, where the thing is what, we have more and more involvement into that particular way, and finally the thing is what, with the help of the resources we achieve the different part of objectives of the organization. This is my first. Effective supervision is the function of a supervisor. Okay, to do the supervision effectively means to go through with each and every particular thing. Finally the thing is what, these are the functions of a supervision. Okay, supervisor function, it has been a definition of the role of a supervisor, and acceptance of the organization responsible for the efficiency of a supervisor. Definition, he should have a core definition, what is the meaning of role of a supervisor, and accept the organization and responsible for efficiency of a supervisor. What are the responsibilities, and according to that part of the responsibility show certain efficiency, and with that efficiency finally the thing is what, the supervisor have major control over that, and that particular way of supervision, which will be treated as major impact. So these are the principles where the thing is what, the supervision has to be followed, the supervisor has to follow, and according to this he needs to have the supervision. When he do the supervision, he needs to take care about the objectives, efficiency, effectivity, okay, then afterwards whatever the roles are being given to it, so that particular roles are being effectively and efficiently it has been followed or not, it has been supervised or not, this has been even checked also in the principle of supervision. Now, there are different more principles of supervision. Supervisor should analyze his group and decide which course of action helps to achieve the objectives of an organization. This is also important. He needs to have that part of it where he analyze his group, means the group of the people where he is working together. So here he needs to analyze, and finally the thing is what? Which course of action helps in achieving the objectives of an organization? What are the different methods here you are using, and with the help of that part of method, finally the thing is what you are getting out there, objectives which are being clear. The success of a supervisor depends upon the effective fulfillment of the group needs. Means here the success where it has been shown when you are supervising, but where how the success has been shown where the group of the people are sitting together, and finally all the people needs are being followed, and with the help of the needs have the major and major impact relating to that particular that is called a supervision part. Group survival and its progress towards its objectives are the parametry to judge the efficiency of the efficiency of the supervisor. Now your group survival where each and every people groups are there, and with the help of that group finally each and every people are having that interaction, they come together, and finally with the help of coming together, the thing is what, that will be the main parameters of each and every people there, that to have more major and major efficiency towards the supervision and to have major and major impact. Now you can see in education where these are the different types of values where the thing is what, the supervision has given the major and major importance. These are the things with the help of the supervisor, the thing is what, this part of supervision qualities are been done, and with the help of this, the thing is what, the organizations are been developed, the institutions are been developed with the help of different type of zone and different types of field which have major and major impacts towards the administration by the supervisor. Now, types of supervisor. Now see, you have a different types of supervisor where supervision, different type of supervision, types of supervisions are being done by the supervisor into the administration field. That is autocratic supervision, independent supervisions, and democratic supervision. These are the three different ways. We'll just go into internally, and with the help of an internally, you will be getting different types of views that what are autocratic, what are independent supervisions, and what are democratic supervisions. I have a certain points relating to this particular types. Now you have bureaucratic regulative, autocratic directive, idiotic manipulative, and democratic, that is integrative. These are the different meaning, and with the help of different meaning, the kinds of supervisors are being there. Now into this, there are different types of supervisor where already when we have been learned leadership quality, we have been learned on that time autocratic, democratic, bureaucratic, lazyistic, where different people used to have. Now when autocratic was there, so here into this autocratic, he don't take any kind of views. He being himself as a boss. What I am saying, that is the right. What I'm not asking any kind of certain questions to any kind of people. So this is one type of autocratic. Lazyistic, it is what, like just laying out each and everything. Finally, you do whatever you feel like. So the boss gives the chances to the people. You can come up with the new ideas. We have a democratic where the thing is what, here the thing is what, we are asking to the people that give your views. It has been motivated more and more. And with the help of that type of leadership quality, the thing is what, the supervisors are also been there. And according to that is why already we have been discussed about the leadership quality. So that part of leadership quality only which should be there by the supervisors, and from this supervisor, the thing is he'll come out with the new ideas. Whatever the principles was there, whatever we have been learned previously, so that part of principles related, he will be having that part of idea. Means what are the different part of it here? Bureaucratic, that is the regulatory way. Autocratic, that is directive way. Idiocratic, that is manipulative. Democratic, that is integrative. Okay, we'll go into the different ones, so at least what you'll be getting an idea. Now see, supervisor techniques Okay, these are the different part of supervisor techniques, and with the help of supervisor techniques, you'll be getting an idea. Consultative or democratic techniques. Okay, either he can be a consultative or either he can have a democratic. That is the same one. Okay, democratic. What I have been said right now. Democratic. It is what here it is given a chance to the people. It has been given the motivations to the people to come out with the new ideas. Give your ideas. Give your views and all. So the supervisor here he comes with the subject. Finally, from that particular subject, the thing is what the supervisor only motivates the people to come out with the new ideas, and finally the thing is to take the decision making. Autocratic or a dictator techniques, that is what a main head only who the boss or a supervisor only, whatever the subject related it has been there, and from that subject only the thing is what the supervisor gives the views. So here the thing is no opinions are been taken by any kind of people. Non-interference or a free rein techniques, already that is was the laziest way where no interference was given. Whatever you feel, you can do it. You can do with your own sense. So these are the different part of techniques where the supervisors are being follows and who sees about this different type of zone also. Now, see, what are the difference? The consultative or democratic technique. A supervisor takes a decision regarding the methods or procedures to adopt only after consulting his subordinates. What I said about it, the same. Here the thing is what he has a subject, he has a method, he has a process, each and everything he has. But the thing is what how he adopt this all thing, like by consulting with his subordinates. He takes each and every people where give their views and all. All these democratic principles are adopted under this technique. Now related to if this type of any kind of principles will be there relating to democratic principles, means if there is any kind of democratic value where a supervisor who gives them chance to the people to come up with the new ideas and you give the views, and finally with the help of that part of views and that part of techniques only finally will take a decision. So this is one type of consultative or a democratic way what you can say. Autocratins and dictatorial techniques, whatever the methods and procedures are fixed by the management that will strictly addressed to be and subordinates. So that's what I said to it. Whatever they have been thinking, whatever the management thought about it, this will be done. This will be the method. This will be the procedures. And that finally the thing is from this part of only the thing is the principles are been the principle has been applied, the values are been applied, and finally it has been given to the it is informed to the subordinates to follow this part only. This technique is suitable where the labors are not properly organized. Usually when the thing is when the labors are not properly organized. So this type of technique is already been used because where different types of labors are there, different types of quality are there for the labors, and they have been not at all organized. Some people are there, some people are not there. So here the thing is whatever the decisions can be taken by the autocratic, that is the head of the management, and from this part of only the thing is he can be follow those type of different rules. Okay, so this was the different types of techniques, and drawn from this different types of techniques, finally we got an important way of development, how the education administration works. Now whatever we have been learned about it, that was a different part of techniques, and that part of different part of techniques, the thing is we got about it, what is supervision, why the supervisor it has been done, and why the thing is a major impact, what are the principle was given, what are the responsibility was given for the supervisor to take care with the help of different type of those. Now here I have an overview of education system. Now this is an education system. Okay, currently we have been learn about it, educational administration. Now how the administration works means in how you can say about it, what are the different types of people are been involved into the administration, and how the thing is each and everything it has been supervised. Here you have office of a secretary. Okay, here you can have this part. And from this finally the thing is now here you can say each and everything it has been bifurcated, and who takes care of different types of departments, different types of people, and from this part of it finally the thing is the organization setups, the education system setups, private and public sectors both. So into the constitutions, when the thing is relating to the right to education, whenever it has been there, so like when they are developed, when they have been developed the education system, so the education system was this way, and this is what the procedures have been there, and with the help of that procedures finally the thing is the private and public schools have been scaled, and according to it has been given a certain average. Now when this type of education systems are being start up, you have a office of a secretary where he takes care each and everything, the head of it. You have a regional offices, and finally the thing is you have a school divisions offices, and from this you have a district school which has been district one. Okay, you can see about it here. I have given one arrow, that is a school district where it has been given, and finally after seeing a division officer and with the help of district, the thing is what here it has been calculated by the public and a private, and according to this the thing is what the sections and elements are being calculated. So this much particular schools currently nowadays, public schools and private schools are running, so this are been calculated. Now how the thing is, it has been calculated by looking afterwards this different types of departments. Now we'll go with the different parts of departments and we'll be seeing about it how they are given the major and major importance to the education. You have an administrative service. Usually in each and every schools, they have been kept for the administrative service to take care fees, receipts, payments, any kind of challans, any kind of different type of any kind of fees. Okay, this are been there. Financials and the managemental service, they also place this part of it. HR departments, they have been also kept this part of services. Planning, techniques and procurements, this for different type of services they have been kept about it. Finally, they have been also kept about it to the subordinators where he takes care each and every this part of particular department. Bureaus of elementary educations, where the thing is what proper way of education related, what are the subjects and how the subjects have been given major importance. Bureaucracy of secondary education, where financial and management systems are being checked. Then afterwards, from this particular, finally the thing is you can say an administrative service works with the help of three different part of it, that is of elementary education, secondary educations and alternative learning system. These are the different part of it where the thing is what administrative service works into the education system. Now you can say about it, from this about it, now you can see this part of line where office of secretary where he takes care these all things, and finally it has been interacted with each and everything. Now, from this only the thing is what different types of centers are been developed, and from this that is called education development projects, national education testing, school health nutrition center, national educator academy, national science techniques teaching instrumental center, instruction material council secretary. Here you have a different part of departments, different types of secretarial sources, centers you have, and from this particular sources the thing is what directly the thing is what this part of head of the departments are been covered up, and from this part of particular system the thing is what your education system works, and from this part of education system the thing is different values, different principles which are being passed from the subordinators to the from the superiors to the subordinators, and finally through this all part of supervisions, inspections, the thing is what the education systems are being developed more and more, and they have the major and major impact relating to this particular administrative policies. Okay, now what do you mean by administration? Administration, it's a universal process. Okay, it is like each and every organization when you set up, it is not even to the institution, but when you start up with any part of organization, it's a universal process. Till the time if you don't do any part of management, if you don't care with the help of an admin, because from this administration only the each and everything it has been developed, because if your administration is not developed, the finally the thing is what your process won't be developed. So already into the previous chart what we have been learned right now, if this different types of into this different type of chart, if this type of centers have been not open, then finally the thing is there won't be any kind of schools, there won't be any kind of public schools, private schools, any kind of facility you won't be getting. So that is why these are the administrative policies, and from this administrative policy only the thing is what the organization works. Now it's a universal process which characterized all the group efforts, public and private, large and small scale. Obviously, when you are running with the help of this part of process, universal process, where group of the peoples are involved, and finally with the part of efforts, private and public, large and small scale industries who come up with the help of an ideas and they start up this part of development. Technically, it is an organization, direction, and coordination and control of human and material resources to achieve the desire end. Now, your organization. Why we use this part of management or administration? Because administration is that part of it where direction it has been checked, means each and every people are giving that part of leading. Here, the people are given a motivations to come up with the new ideas. Coordinations are being done with the help of different type of people, and then afterwards, your resources are being checked. Okay, your raw materials have been checked. Even your humans are been also been having that part of motivation strategy. Your guidance it has been given to each and every people, so they can come up with the different types of ideas. So from this only the thing is what their wants and needs are been came up to end. So to this wants and needs, if desires, if this are coming to end, to finally the thing is what your administration resources will be also set upping more. It will be developing more, and from this only the thing is what the education systems can be have the good different types of developments, and from these different types of elements, the thing is what new ideas, new resources, new updates can come about it, and finally the thing is what we can go with the help of next part of different part of systems and different types of values also, which you can be very efficient towards this particular work. Now, here, what do you mean by supervision? Supervision is what? According to the good, supervision refers to all the effort designed school officially directed towards providing leadership for the teachers and other educational workers to improvement of the instructions. Now, here, so what do you mean by supervision? A good supervision, it is what? Where he has that part of where he look after with roles, functions, responsibilities, principles, and finally through this he look after, he motivates the people, not only his worker, means where he is working with the people, he not only works with the people, so he motivates to only people, but even to the teachers, where a leadership quality is also been developed to that particular teachers, and finally come out with the new idea. So that is called one type of a good way of supervision, and from this supervision finally the thing is what new different types of techniques have been also been developed, and finally from this the improvement of instructions. From this, whatever the thing is what leadership quality, it has been given certain efficiency, effectivity, it has been shown here. So from this the thing is what the instructions will be also been having, means whatever the instruction is given by the supervisor, and according to this he whatever he supervised, so this part of different part of improvements it has been done, and the instruction it has been followed particularly at each and every particular period of time, which has given the major impact, which is called a good supervision quality. Now, major functions of a supervision. Okay, like what are the major functions, what are the major and major, whatever we have been learned functions, so like these are the next, what are the more internally, okay, functions which are been taken care when he is doing a supervision. Introspective, where he will be having introspections, research, training, guidelines, and evaluation. He used to have that part of techniques. First, it is what introspections, where he takes care each and everything. He look after each and every particular point of it, how it has been going or when it has been going. He does the research also. Training, he has been also been thought about it, that how to give the training to the people to have more and major improvements. Guidelines, where he will be leading to the people, where consulting to the certain particular point or giving certain different types of views. Evaluations, where he whatever the points he has been given, so finally to evaluate to each and every performance, to review, to take a review and to follow each and every different part of performance. This has been also being checked. Now here, studying the teacher's learning situations. Here the thing is what he has that function where he what are the things he supervised, when the thing is what the supervisions have been done, he check about it, the teacher learning situation, how the teachers have been learned, how the thing, what are the examples he's been using about it, whatever the thing is what are the teaching techniques and all. So first the supervision, it has been done this. improving the teacher learning situations if a teacher is lacking somewhere. So ultimately it is the function of the supervision, when supervisor what he takes care, and finally the thing is what he see about it, and if there is any kind of problem, so finally for this improvement it is given to the teachers to through their learning situation. Evaluating the means, methods and outcomes of the supervision. Okay, it means totally they are being given a proper way of reviews, and from this review finally the means, methods and outcomes of the supervisions are been also been checked. Different types of thoughts, they check about it, what are the means, okay, what are different types of it means, methods, what are different types of methods, how outcomes are being given, like when they perform this part of it, supervision. So here the thing is what, these are the major function of a supervision when it has been done into the education, and when it has been done into the education systems, where administrations who, when he do the supervisor who takes care, and from this supervisor the thing is what, the supervisions are being seen about not only to the workers but even to the teachers also, where he see about it, and finally the thing is they even check about it, does the instructions are been properly followed or not, and if it has been not followed, finally the thing is if it has been followed, then the thing is what they see about the improvement, and if it has been not followed, so what are the different type of changes what he can done, and the thing is what improvement has been also been done to the particular way. So these are the different functions. Now, emphasizing on administration, okay, more and major impact, where he have major and major importance to the administration, where each and every people are sitting into the institution. So here he takes care with administration, how the people are being there, what are the peoples are being there. Emphasizing on curriculum, that is important, means what are the different qualities you have, when you're updating your any kind of biodata, when you're showing your 4 year 5 years of an experience, so what are the experience into this 4 and 5 years, what are the things you have been learned. So here they when the people are been appointed, when the people are been recruited, so they have major emphasis on the curriculum, because if that person will be having different type of quality, so then only from that quality the thing is what, his quantity will be also been developed. Emphasizing on instructions, okay, he takes care about it when he do the supervision, so finally the thing is what he see about it, whatever the instructions are being given, does that instructions are been properly followed or not, it has been given the major scene. Emphasizing on human relations, okay, how you have a human relation with people, and even he motivates the people to come out with the ideas, and finally have that part of interactions to the people, and from this part of it, where the thing is what, your way of talking, the way of interaction with the people will be also being changed. But here the thing is into it, we have been given the major and major importance, because this part of education system is that part of it where you are only dealing with humans. So but when you're dealing with the humans, they have different qualities, they have their different thoughts, the ideas, views, perceptions, they have different. So here the thing is what, they are having the major impacts towards the humans, to come up with the new ideas, to see, to understand, to know about the people, and to listen about it, to have that kind of patience level, to be very honest, and how the people have been there, how they used to have certain words, how they present certain words, and how you give their own views. This have been seen about it. Emphasizing on leadership, okay, your major impact is given for the leadership, what are the leadership quality you are developing, and finally with the help of that part of quality, how you are leading to the group of the people, if certain task it has been given. Emphasizing on evaluation, if once the thing is what, all the sort of problems are being there, or all the sort of instructions have been given, so here even the thing is what, the reviews are also being checked, even each and every points are also been discussed about it. So here each and every when during the supervision, all these things are given a major emphasizing towards their particular role, because if these roles are been properly supervised, then the thing is what, the administration works smoothly, the education system will be also working smoothly, and according to this you can given the guidelines to the teachers and even to the children also, which can be followed for the further development. Now, here I have four types of supervision, different four types of supervision, how it has been done into the education administration. First, it is what laziest fair supervision. Okay, laziest fair supervision. Now, into this, what had happened? This type of an inspectional supervisor method in which the class was observed, but nothing was done to help the teachers improve the job. Spinelessness and evaluations of evasion of the responsibility, not democratic. Now into this part of it, here the total responsibility was given to the teachers only to take care each and everything. Now first, when we have been learned about it into the leadership quality, that was a lazier fair supervision, lazier fair leadership. What we have been learned the same year, it is with lazier fair into this where nobody interventions has been given to it, nobody chance it has been given, or as whatever it has been going, let it be go. So here the thing is what, when during inspection it has been observed that nothing was done to help the teachers improvement. It was for teachers improvement, there was done nothing. Whatever it has been going, let it be going about it. So here very carelessness it has been shown about it. So here you can say no democratic way of this type of democratic way of quality is also been used here. So this is also one type of supervision techniques where this laziest fair way of supervision is also been done about it. Second, coercive supervision. Okay, coercive supervision, this is the concept based on three assumptions. First, that there will be defined body of a knowledge with desirable for all the pupils to the learn. Second, it is a possible desire to establish for the children to learn. Third, best methods are the best ways to make the teacher teach the prescribed curriculum to be used coercive method. Now here the thing is what, major in the three different type of assumption it has been checked, and from this three different types of assumption finally the thing is what, this supervision are been done. Into first supervision, what it has been done about it, to define the body of knowledge, what are the knowledge that person is having got. First it is being checked this thing. Second, the thing is what, the possible of whatever the desired knowledge it has been there. So how you establish in the front of the children, and front of the children when you establish, so how the children will be learning that particular points. This is the third. And the third, it is what, best methods and the best way to make a teacher teach prescribed curriculums to use the coercive method. So here the different, here the thing is into the third part of it, a best method is given to it, and finally to that curriculum, finally the thing is what, that his performance, his way of knowledge, it is being checked, and from this particular way of knowledge, the thing is what, it has been given the rectification major and the rectification with the help of development by giving the best and best view towards the children. So here this three different type of points it has been discussed into coercive supervision. Now into this coercive supervision, you can say destructions of the human relationship. It is inconsistent with democratic principles. You can't use democratic principles here, but the thing is what, destructive towards the human relation. Here the destructions it has been done to the human relation, but here the thing is what, the total concept it has been different. It is based on only just assumptions. Okay, the types of school administration. These are the different types of school administrations nowadays. It has been done, and you can see about it. This different type of school administration peoples have been there. Where first they are the laziest way. They don't see about it anything. Whatever it has been going on, let it go. Okay. Next, the second part of it, they have one more where they look after on the basis of human relationship. Next, how the thing is what, first they take care about the body languages, what are they having out, and according to that part of it, finally the thing is how they'll be learning about how you first you see the children, and according to that part of it, the thing is what you teach them. Second part of assumptions, they have been checked about it, that establishing the children learning. They see about it how children can learn easily and properly. But the third part of it, they are seeing the best method and best way where the thing is what, the teacher can teach according to his knowledge, and this part of methods are how they want. That is why the thing is what, they are going according to that way. So this is one type of coercive way of system. Supervision as training and guidance. You have one more supervision chart, that is what the training and guidance. Under this concept, due recognition was given to the fact that education should be the process of guiding the growth. Teaching training institution. Now here the thing is what you have one more way. The thing is what the training and guidance system it has been there, where the teachers are given major and major guidance. And finally to this part of guidance, the thing is what here it is given that part of process of recognitions where how to learn and how to evaluate and how to check the performance. Now I'll just go once again. Under this concept, due recognition was given to the fact that education should be the process of building the growth. If the teachers are been showing their improvement, and finally through this part of improvement, the thing is what here they is saying about the guidelines of growth, the importance of growth. Here they'll be showing about it, so that will be treating according to that part of changes. Supervision as a democratic professional leader. This is an emerging philosophy of supervision, combination of 4 factors formula. Okay, now you can say when democratical, it is what when the people, where into the organization, the people are given a chance to come up with the new ideas, and finally through this type of ideas only the thing is what the work are being checked, the different developments have been seen about it. So this has been also been seen. Now first, there are the 4 different types of factors here through democratic professional, and through this the thing is what the supervisions are being done. First, deeper understanding of functions, meaning of democracy. Okay, you need to know about what is democracy, and you need to have that part of word about it if you are taking care with this part of supervision as a democratic professional leadership. So first, you need to see about it what are the proper major word about what is democracy. Second, contributions of research to fund knowledge concerning learning process. What are the contributions through research? When you are doing a research, what are the contributions towards the fund? And from that particular fund, the thing is what how much knowledge you are gaining about it. Center on the human relationship, your major interactions to the human relationship. And last, it is what group work, where all in people are interactions, but here that when we have been done, it is not a autocratic, it is a democratic. Now into this democratic here, it is what where people are given importance, and people are given an importance to come up with their ideas and to give to this different types of point of it, and to give out to the new ideas. So here this type of democratic way of professional leadership, it has been supervised according to this part of it with the help of 4 factors. So we have been learned about the 4 different types of major points, and with the help of 4 different types of major points, the thing is what school administration works. I have this modern and outmoded. Now modern and outmoded, you can see the sign also, that is plus and that is a minus, and this means it will be an old and the modern way of concept of education system. And from this education system, the thing is what the administrations, and according to this the supervisions are also been done. Okay, we'll go on in head. Now see. Now, here you can see about it, where you can see an arrow on the both the side and you have one line. Now into this part of it, it's a proclamation of forces of law. How the thing is what the education, the administration has given the importance, and through this about how the weightage are being there. Now here, when it is going down, make a decisions by himself, or here you can say, sorry, here. Still makes a decision, but with the prior consultants with the least representative samples through those who are affected by the decision. Perfect group decisions. Now here the thing is what one type of democratical way, where the thing is what nowadays this part of systems are being followed, where a group of the people are having interaction, and through this interaction they give out their views, and through this new views the thing is what the decisions are being passed. Makes the decision by himself and issues directivity and effectivity. What autocratic was there. So through this autocratic way, where the thing is what he gives his own decisions, and through his own decisions the thing is what it has been given that part of measures that you need to follow that part of only particular thing. So these are the forcible way of law, where the thing is what this type of transactions has been done into administrative system. Middle to interest is what is one concern, interfering without the rights. Now here without the rights, the thing is the interference are being done into 2 different type of system. Systematic delegating the responsibilities to the others with commencing authority to the act. Here the authorities are delegated to others, the responsibilities are being given to others, and according to that part of responsibility, the thing is what the person is giving their own views. So here it is what systematic delegations, the systematic delegates the responsibilities to the others with commensurate authorities to the act. Delegates few, if any, responsibilities to the other, often middles, the subordinate is living unconcerned, uncertain, and baffled. Okay, here they have been least concerned about those responsibility, whatever it has been delegated. They have been others where the thing is what they have been seeing about it, the major and major, where they can come out with the idea. So here you can see a different type of system where systematical way it has been followed, and second the thing is what this responsibilities are been delegated to the peoples, and according to that part of it, the rules and regulations have been followed, and according to this the weightage are been given according to that part of parameters, and according to this part of it the supervisions it has been done to that part of measures. Now here, sense problems before they arise and avoid the crisis by the effective group planning. Now here, group planning it has been done properly, and according to that part of group planning, the thing is what the problems have been seen, and according to that particular way of problems, the thing is what the answer, the effective group planning it has been done by all the people, like seeing about this scenario. Wait until new crisis arises before trying to beat. Now here, if into this part of it, if they are waiting to it, if there is certain other new crisis are been came up, so from that new crisis if it has been came about, so according to this, finally the thing is how they meet up and how they come up with the new ideas. So here the supervisions have been done to the two different types of points. Now, conceived effective planning as one of the important job and utilizing members of his own staff who are adept and specialized. Here, planning it has been given through the measure of the people where the planning it has been given, and according to this part of it, the importance of job it has been also been seen here, as they have been appointed as a specialized person, important persons to it, where the thing is what he can give out their new ideas relating to that particular point of it. Planning is inadequate or non-consistent as usually. Okay, it's an inadequate and non-consistent. It's regulate to on snapping the judgment or inspiration of the moment. Long range planning when necessary. So usually here what happens usually it is not like that. It's an planning. It's not like a small thing. It is not. It is not like coming and going. It is that part of it where it's a long lasting for it. So as it is a long lasting, here when you are doing a planning, you need to have a judgment. You have the inspiration. You need to have a certain people into the mind and finally come out with that part of ideas, and you can have that part of development. So these are the different types of planning way of techniques to have major and major to come up with the help of this part of planning way of system. So this is one type of there. Okay, now I have one type of case study already. I've been saying I have two case studies here, and through case studies the thing is different moments have been seen here. What is effect of this behaviors toward leadership upon employee morale? Okay, now here the question is what is the effect of the behaviors toward leadership upon the employee morale? Okay, so here what are the behaviors it is being seen about it and how it has been effects to the employee, like having this type of leadership skill morals. So what are the things? The case here, it is what Mr. Santosh, who was a school administrator, means he was an head. One day he was talking to the meeting about the management. He said amongst other things, okay, like through the management he's spoken with a certain different points. One does not have to have a good quality as a leader, but he appears to have them. Now here the thing is, the question it is what here it is not like that he has himself a leader, he has that part of quality, he came and he spoken to the management. Maintaining a social distance from the employee so they can judge you from the distance rather than from the close range. That is important, like maintaining a close, very much close relations to it, means make a close relationship, but the thing is what your social way, that part of relationship if you are maintaining, so that creates a problem. So better it is you give that part of the distance between the people where you can have the communication properly. Now, the Answer was this part. Now your association with the staff and community with the respect on based on equality as a person. Now here when you are speaking out, when you are having a talk, so here it is what equality, you need to keep it to each and every people where you can come up with new ideas, with the new suggestions to this. Keeps to himself aloof from members of his staff except when holds centers of a stage. Now sometimes what it happens, you need to have a staff members related that part of connections. Keeps to himself aloof from the members of his staff except when holds the centers to the stage. Now usually keep yourself that way, keep supervisions that way that you just be alone. And but when the thing is what the presentation time with when it has been there, when related to this part of efficiency it has been there, it should be seen like that you're holding the center of the stage and where you are showing your performance. So this has been also been seen about it during a supervision time. Encourage new ideas and initiative amongst the constitute and staff, regulating channels and utilization of suggestions. That has been also been seen about it. Here through this part of it, the thing is what into this case we got to about it where the people are given the major encouragements towards the ideas. Initiating to the people to come up with the new way of it, and even encouraging to the staff while showing off different type of different zone, and which will be creating the major point of it to come up with the ideas and suggestions. Dislike or resent any members of the staff who has original ideas or make a suggestion for improvement. Okay, already the ideas are been given, so ultimately dislike certain kind of that part of ideas and just solve that kind of problems relating to that. So where original ideas are given major importance to this, because already the ideas have been there, so already give them the dislike way of situation. This is also one type of ideas for the development of the supervision. Big enough to want people who have status in their own right around him to advise him, help individuals to come from the more effective leader. Like show yourself that when you're coming up as a supervision, when it is being seen. So the each and every people are seen that way, that where he'll be seeing himself as a supervisor. And second part, the thing is what he'll be having that type of leadership quality. And from the leadership quality, the thing is what different types of views and perceptions and ideas are being seen. Through that part of it, the thing is what the evaluations are also been done. Like to surrounded himself with yes men and seeks to employ people who are safe. Thus leads to the mediocrity of the staff. So your different type of, you need to have that part of surrounding where you can recommend to yourself for the yes. And finally the thing is what your people and employee will be having a major impact relating to that particular way of teaching skills, and where you can have that part of leadership quality where you can surrounded the people and even to the staff with the new and different types of techniques. So this is also one type of supervision. Through service or training of others, selections or strong staff and delegates of the responsibility build a program that can be operates without him. So here even through service training of others, okay, training given by the people, and through which the thing is what selected strong staff, okay, like as you discussed about it, the strong staff delegates the responsible builds to the program. Okay, here whatever the trainings are been there, whatever the service related information it has been there, so here different people give them the training, give them the different type of sources, and from this type of sources and responsibility they have been developed a different type of views, and the thing is what they can operate the different type of training way of services. Try to build up the myths that he has been indispensable administrative. Your different type of building of their indispensable administrative, that if there is any kind of changes or any kind of new views, any kind of ideas, So that is also been given to build up with the help of, you can come up with the new one. Now you can see each and every points you can see about it. This part of supervision techniques are being seen, different views and different way of perceptions, different way of thoughts about it, where the thing is what new ideas are being generated, and through this type of ideas the thing is what the leadership qualities are being seen, which has been given a major importance to the supervisions. So that is why supervision is also an important concept into the education administrative system, which has been given a major importance to the teachers and even to the workers also, and to develop their skills, to develop their knowledge also, and through which the thing is what the qualities are also been developed easily and into the major way of come up with the new ideas, and they think about it, the education growth. Make continue a periodical evaluation, okay, and basic on the base of finding, analyzing and remediation. Whatever points, whatever we have been discussed right now, so that part of it, continue and periodical way of evaluation, you need to have a review to it, whether this part of it is going properly or not. Usually unwilling to use a factual study on his organization on the basis of an improvement. So your factual base of study you can't do it, but if you do this part of it, so according to this you can, your basic way of improvements you can be done into the new and different parts of development, which has been given a development into the major and different part of it zone. Now, I have one more case study. Okay, Mrs. X, a school teacher, used to be very attentive and helpful principal. Mrs. Y, she bought a flower with which decorates his boss table and often sends some grapes and prawns to his house. When she had a plenty from his husband's poons, the two becomes very close. On her part, Mrs. Y gave her preference assignments such as assigning her bright selections, given her convenient assignments. Such a assignment bring a sections or no advisory section, convenient schedule of class, etc. What culture pattern of human relations are involved in the whole situation? Now you can see about it. This year you have a two, you have X and Y. Now through this X, he was now Mrs. X, a school teacher, used to be very attentive and helpful principals. Now here you are seeing the quality of a teacher, where you can see what type of human relationship they are behaving to that particular, because here when this type of it, so this you can see even this thing is also being supervised relating to that part of it, because when supervisions are being done, so on that time human relations, human behaviors are also being checked. So this part of it, when human behaviors are being checked, so on that time this part of it, it is being seen about it, that and what happened usually, Mrs. Y, she brought a flowers which is with which decorates his boss table and often send his some crabs and prawns to her house. When he has a plenty from his husband poons. The two were very close. Now here you can see too, when you are checking about it, the human behavior also through this part of the supervision. So here you are seeing about Mr. X, Mrs. X also and Mrs. Y also. They have been both close to their boss because of developing their relationships and maintaining their relationship. On her part, Mrs. Y gave her preference assignments such as assigning her bright section, given her convenient assignments such as assigning a bright section or a non-advisory section, convenient schedules of a classes, etc. Now, according to that particular class, the thing is what the sections were also being given, the assignment was also given. So this you can see about it into this particular case, and according to this particular, the question is what cultural pattern of human relations are being involved into the whole situations. Now you can just analyze this type of case and finally you can give your own views to this, because that particular views about it, what supervision means. You're seeing about the case, and according to this, what supervision techniques you're using this particular, and finally give your views relating to the human relations related to emphasizing the supervision chart relating to the administration. So through this you can give your own views relating to this particular way. Now, the same willings to give a friendly helpfuls to the staff, but in such a manner that each and self-sufficiency are possible. Now, through this particular about it, willings to give friendly helps to the staff. Now, here through this part of it, your friendly way of staff related relationship here you are maintaining to it manner that each is self-sufficient as a possible. Each and every people are self-sufficient, where you can come up with this part of ideas and you can give your own views. Practicing a following partners in partnerisms and dealing with the staff and constituting. Okay, so here you are having that type of practices where you are having that part of qualities to it, where you can have major and you can have the interactions to that part of particular way, and where you can lead to that particular way of problems, and finally you can constitute according to that particular way of things. So this has been also been seen. Budget matters, discussions broadly are decided in the term of the best interest of the teachers and parents. Even the thing is what the budget matters when relating to certain particular fees are being there. The fees related to according to children and according to the parent, the thing is what the interests are being shown, and according to this the budgets are being discussed. Budget matters are decided in the term of self-interest in favor of politicians and the taxpayers. Okay, your budget when it has been seen about it. So once you can say you can say one type of it, it has been given a positive impact. Second part, it is given a negative impact. Usually here it has been discussed about it. The term of best interest of children will be developing by the budget only. But here the thing is what when budget matter, it is been usually to the politicians and to the taxpayer. It's given to the major interest to this. Develops written operating policies and objectives and widely distributing usually consultants of others, where different policies it is in written, and different policies to this the thing is what the objectives have been built. So here the distribution of usual consultants of other usually through this part of patterns, the thing is what the consultants are distributed, the consultants are being distributed a different type of scenarios to this part of it, and they give their own the way of developments to the different part of zone. Avoid overall policies and any objectives, so that each situation often based on exclusions considerations. Okay, here certain points are being avoided, and through that part of avoidance the policies and objectives are also being avoided, because if there is an extraversion consideration, if there is an extra when it is being shown about it. Okay, and through this part of it, if outsiders are coming about it, so it shows an extraversion, so that part of policies are being not covered out through that particular way of scenario. So here when supervision quality it has been seen, this has been also been checked. Now, according to the good, supervision refers to effort designing of school official directed toward providing leadership for the teachers and other education education workers in improvement of an instruction. So here, what you can say, a good supervision, like after going through all such points, we got to know that good supervision is what, where your teaching skills and the children's, and that part of particular way where educational workers also, and even to the teachers, and with that part of communications, that part of knowledge, and they come up with their ideas and they go according to the instructions whatever the supervisor gives to it. So that part of it, it has been the supervision it has been done according to that way, and through this part of it, the thing is what the attractions are been there more and more to that particular way of supervision. Then the thing is what this type of good way of supervision qualities are been also been seen with the help of major importance. Now, usually what are the things it has been seen? Okay, values. These are the different types of values. Clinical supervisions and traditional supervisions. Okay, clinical you can say modern supervisions, and you can say about the technique. This traditional means the old supervision methods. These are this two different type of supervision method through which the thing is what the values are being built. When I'm seeing about the aims through new one, so you can say to help the improve the instructions. Your instructions are being seen about it there, that whether the instructions have been improved more and more and more or not. They have been given a major importance to this part of instruction, that this part of different values are being developed or more and more or not. Old method evaluation instructions, okay, whatever the evaluation policies are being there, so thus that part of instructions are being followed or not, that it is being checked. Just a minute. Now, here you can see about it. First, values. Now, into this values, old and traditional one. Now, when aims are being there, the major aims it is what in objectives. What are the objectives? Into the old one, that is evaluating the instructions, whatever the instructions have been there, that has been followed or not. Clinical supervision means what are the new ones, supervision that helps to improve the supervision way of techniques. The basic, it is what classroom data. Here when related to clinical supervision, it has been that the classroom data, here it has been seen about it, that what are the classroom way, how the informations have been getting. Traditional way of supervision, it is what observe the rating, they only see about the rating, about they only just check out with this different type of point. Focusing limited specific concern. Your specific concern is very limited to that particular way of it. Broad general concern, here broadly they have been discussed into the traditional one. Frequency based on needs, if it is there is a need, then it is being checked about it. And traditional based on policy, they have been checked about the policy and procedures, and according to that only they go. Philosophy promotes the independence. Okay, they see about the independence way, how they have been following. Promotes the dependency. Okay, they sees about the dependency about it, that how the major impact it is being seen into the traditional zone. Process, it's a clinical and it's a linear. Okay, this different process are being seen about it. Responsibility shared between the teachers and supervisor. Your responsibilities when related to modern type of techniques, the teachers and supervisors are being given a different type of responsibility. So at least what the new ideas are being generated and new way of different faces can be seen. Supervisor responsibility, even the supervisor responsibility into the tradition, each and every, the total thing will be based on the supervisor responsibility only. He will be only taking care with the help of different type of points. Now, 5 phases of clinical supervisions. Okay, this it has been a major, because with the help of this 5 different phases, only the thing is what the management instructions, the management developments, it is being seen. Planning, observation, analyzing, feedback and reflections. Now we can see with the help of this all circle, and with the help of this type of circles, these are the way of techniques where the supervisions are being done through the 5 phases. Planning, observing, analyzing, feedback and reflection. We'll go into the points, we'll see into the internally. Now, first, what is the management? Okay, this first we have been learn about the 5 different way of process, and these are the 5 different way of process through which the thing is what the education institution works. Now, what is the management? Management is not carrying out the prescribable task in prescribable way. Okay, it is not like that in particular way of task only the management it is being used. Management is a day-to-day process what we use into a day-to-day time. It is the setting directions, aims and objectives. Why we do the management? Here, according to the management, we set an aim. We set in objectives, we set in with a certain kind of directions to that particular thing. Planning how progress will be made, even through this, how planning it is being made through where you can show the different type of development. Organizing available resources, even the thing is what, through this part of management you can organize each and every part of resources also. Controlling the process, even you control the process also, what are the major way of controlling way of resources to this. Setting an improvement organization standard, even setting also you do, and even the thing is what, the organization standard also you develop with the help of management. So this is what is management. Management is not a carrying out the prescribable task in prescribable way. It is not for the particular task, for a particular task in particular way only you use. It's a process where it is a continuous process. Why we do? Because the thing is what, we set our aim, objectives, then afterwards directions, and through which the thing is what, the planning you can keep it into the progress way. You can organize the resources also, controlling the process, okay, and setting the improving the organization standard. You're maintaining a standard to this particular things. Now, administrations is a process with the 6 elements. Now, when we are using a word administration, it's a process of 6 elements. First process, it is what? Decision making, planning, organizing, communicating, coordination, evaluation. These are the process themselves. Now, your decision making, where you are having that part of decision making process related, that planning, without planning internally, the work it has been not done. Who will be doing, how will be doing, when it will be doing. Next, organizing, the things are been organized, are been placed according to that part of requirement. Communication, because without communication the work it has been incomplete. Evaluation, that is important, like till the time you are not having any kind of review. So through this part of only review the work it has been done, and through this process are been also been completed. So the review it has been also been seen. Now here, through which this 6 different type of process, the thing is what, you have a different sentences to this particular way, where the thing is what, the work I have been seen, what, when I'm using this 6 elements. So into the 6 elements, the thing is what, the first element says about decision making. That is what I mean by decision. Decision making implies the analyzing of alternative particular, the consequences in the future. If there is any kind of effects, or if there is any kind of consequences into the future. So on that time, what are the answers you will be giving? What are the decision making process you will be using? So this is one type of element which has been used in administration. Planning is concerned with the setting of goal, because we are seeing an objectives, and according to that particular objective, the thing is what, the planning it has been seen. Preparation of programs or a course action, designing to accomplish the goal, to plot the operation of a program. Okay, you're according to this part of it, whatever you're thinking about it, so that particular way you're designing the planning, and according to that particular way of planning you are setting out this much particular way of goal, and according to this you're designing the task. Organizing has to do with arrangements of the functions of an office and the person, so that a reciprocal relationship, okay, through the reciprocal relationship, through maintaining the relationship, you need to organize how you organize, because according to the arrangements, how it has been done into the office and how it has been functions to that part of particular way of arrangements, you need to organize that particular way of work. Communication is an important, because without this organization is not work. It is an impossible for an organization to getting things done effective, because if the communication is not there, if you don't talk with the people, your work won't be able to communicate, or even your work won't be completed. Coordinating aims to ensure smooth operation of a performance of all the sector for an organization. Coordination is important, because if you have a communication and if you don't have a interaction with the people, so you do the coordination, and through this coordination your performance will be also working very smoothly. The administrative problems is how to make the person accept design, willing, and to adjust their behavior to that particular way of group. Now through this coordination, the thing is, if there is any kind of behavior related, any kind of problems, so through this how you can have that part of assignments related, how you accept, and through that particular way of assignment how you have an interaction. In order to accomplish a group goal require firm and fair exercise of authority and pursuant performance of a leadership functions. And if this type of functions, this type of elements and this type of function, if you want to set up properly, so ultimately what you need to do, your performance of a leadership functions, your performance should be clear, and even according to this, that part of leadership quality should also be developed. Evaluating, that is also important through this different type of points, whatever we have been learned through the, so that evaluation should be done. Evaluating prevised all the elements of an administration process. Okay, through this whatever the administration process, what we have been learned, that should be evaluated properly. It's an aim. Determine whether goal long range or a short range are implements. Through this, the thing is what, through this, it will be, through this evaluation, you will be evaluating that way whether long term or a short term way of goal you will be developing. It points out strength and weakness of an organization operations and leads thereby the administrators to make more rational decisions. Through this part of it, when you're doing an evaluation, your strength and weakness are being calculated, and through this strength and weakness, the thing is organization operations are also being checked, and through this particular way of checking the organization process, the systems are being also been developed, the systems are also being framed. So these are the different types of 6-element process, and through this 6-element process, the administration works also. Now, management functions according to the modern authority. Now, into this modern authorities, after looking out with the help of your clinical way. So, what are the current way of techniques? The thing is what how the authorities have been passed into management. You have Dale, Massives, and Greenwoods. Now, through this different part of it, how the changes are being done through this. You have planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. That is called a Dale. Massive, it is what decision making, organizing, controlling, directing, and communication. Greenwood, planning, staffing, directing, and controlling. These are the different types of techniques where the thing is what currently the management functions are being run, and according to these different types of authors, the thing is what they have been shown the different type of ideas through where he can have that part of particular functional things which he can supervise into the administrative departments. Now, usually management's concept, it is what a simple input and output. Okay, through this input and output, the process of the functions are been formed. Through this, you have input and output, and in between the process is what planning, organizing, directing, controlling, staffing. These are the different process, and through this process, the thing is what from input, this process, and finally you get an output. Now, when I'm telling about input, that's men, material, manpower, machineries, and methods. These are the different part of inputs, and through the input you have a process, that is planning, organizing, directing, controlling, and staffing. Through this part of it, finally you get an output, that is results. Okay, and or in a benefit. For example, product, services, best public images you are showing with the help of this different managemental concept. So you're when seeing about this part of thing, so you need to have that part of major and overall cut through input and output way of managemental thoughts. When we are seeing about the administration, so when you're seeing about the supervision relating to this, so when the supervisions are being seen about this two different type of concept, and through this the process are being also being checked. Just a minute. Now, here we speak with the process as a sequence of the behavior. Once behavior leads to the another. However, one cannot actually see the process as such. He can only interference from its behavior magnificent. The elements of administrative process. Now, the here when we are saying about the supervision, so here human behaviors have been checked. So how you identify the human behavior? So first it is what there's some elemental process have been there in which is been used into the administrative. Decision making, the nerve center of an administration. Okay, it's a nerve center where decision making process are been there. A switching throwing mechanisms to administration. It's an important because one decision affects or influences subordinate's behavior. If the decision has made or pursue action, there is a literal no turning back. So here when you are having certain words, when you are talking with certain related task related, so here subordinators or other person, whatever it will be there, the decisions will be getting influenced, and through this certain bias can be conducted. So this is also one type of process, and through this part of determination system and where you are developing a decision making process related to this, so no turning back to that particular point of it if you are not giving out the proper way of use. So this is also being seen first type of decision making process. Now, steps in decision making process, because where you are seeing about the administrative supervision, how the supervisor who sees this thing. So what are the step of decision making process? I have given certain slides which was related with the management, because you are seeing how the supervision had been seen. So supervision, how the things are been done about it into the particular way when during the administrative policies are been seen. Determining the relevant behavior alternative, or okay, first relative behavior it has been said, where recalls the relevant information or whatever the informations have been given. So like recalling that. Investigation, so he can have an additional information. Your investigation is also been done through where he can have the additional informations to that. Consult other people, including subordinators. That is important. Here you need to have that part of consultants through which the subordinators you can have and include. Evaluating the behavior alternative, if performance, whatever it has been seen, so just evaluate that part of it. Define the behavior alternative. If this is not there, so ultimately what are the different type of sources where decision making process can be done. Evaluate the behavior alternative, that is weightage of advantages and disadvantages. This has been also been seen about it, that what are the advantages and disadvantages have been even seen about it during this part of process. A high school principal has found after investigating the Julio, a student in the 4th year, was guilty to treat out pages of library reference book. When asked why he does it, I have behind in my work. I wanted to review my examination. Give the possible alternative for dealing with this situation. Examples of personal experience in which one leads to the another. So here there is one more case. Relating, he used to, there was a principal and there was one children who just, library book, he was just tearing out the pages. The principal asked, why you are doing this thing? So this is the behavior to it. And he said, I was behind to my work. I want to review for an exam, for my examination. So this is what a boy said. So according to this part of it, gives the certain possible way of alternative, which the thing is, through this part of case, the thing is what the human behaviors can be seen about it, what might be. Now, these are the different types of techniques where through this part of particular where the thing is what the work art has been done and your work it has been completed. That is for planning, organizing, monitoring, leading and staffing. These are the different part of it, management skills, and through this the thing is what the supervisions are being done according to the based of this, and through this the thing is what you can set your objectives also properly, and through that part of objectives you can go out with the new different types of ideas also. Now, what is planning? It's an absolute commitment to get the right result. Why we do this part of it? Because the thing is what planning is an important to get a proper way of result. Goals, objectives and plan. These are the things, what it is and what it has been said. Now here some certain goals, objectives and plannings are been done, and through this particular way of scenario the thing is what the planning it has been done. So planning it is what your goal, your objectives, and third it is what you're planning. Through this particular system the thing is what the planning it has been given a major importance. Now here you can see it about it. I am absolutely commitments towards getting the right goals. Through this right goals the thing is what you can see about it. Through this particular, he has a 100%, 110% determinations to this particular to get out the goal. So major and major. So he planned according to that way, and finally the thing is what he get that part of instructions to this particular. So your planning, it is an important concept. Through this only the thing is the work it has been done. Objectives, goal and planning. What are the objectives, goal and planning? First objectives, it is what? A clear specific measuring post indication progress towards achieving a short term goal. Now we are towards short term goal if you want to go. So first the thing is what you need to build the objectives. So this is one type of techniques where you can go through with the help of short term objectives. Now your goal, it is what? When you are thinking about what a goal, an overall or a long-term aim, providing focus for day-to-day activities. So to day-to-day activities, how you will be following out. So that part of particular way which you can use for the longer term. Planning projected courses of action aims at achieving future objectives. They provide clear goal and mapped activity needs to achieve them effectively, efficiently and effectively. They are coupled of airplanes and that of a ship. Now here you have two things. Now your plan, it is what? You have a proper way of achievements related to what you're thinking about it, and that particular way of thinking about it, finally you're developing certain different type of sources, and through this part of sources you are showing different type of elements also, and through that part of elements you are having that part of plan. So planning makes an importance and major impact into the administrative roles, and through this only the thing is what? Your education systems can be grown, can be developed with the help of different types of techniques. Planning is critical for the business. We have to organize our day-to-day, weekly, monthly, yearly and long-range activity, obviously, because planning is that way. Planning gives us directions and helps the identifying and focus importance issues for the business. Planning makes this part of it, because through this seeing out and to supervising this thing, finally we can get a proper way of directions and proper way of identifying the proper way of importance through that particular work. Mission, smart plan and strategy plan. These are the different way of techniques where you have a mission also, you have a smart planning way and strategy plan also through that particular way, through different type of sources, and through this part of it, the thing is what? The planning sections can be also developed. Values, missions and visions are also being seen, because when planning it is being seen. So through this part of it, your development, it is being seen. Why this all points have been given to it? Through this, at least the human relation behaviors are being seen. So through this values, what is an importance to the person as a company? Being impartial, free from discrimination, ethics, ethical, fair, flexible, safety, trust, custom focus. These are the different types of talented, these are the different type of values should be there, and through that particular way of values, the thing is what? The different type of thoughts are being developed. Visions, where you're thinking about to develop for the future, and mission, it is what? How you get there, the paths to reach the visions. Okay, through this mission, the thing is what? Your visions are being developed, how you will go there, how you will develop a path to there, and from this path, the thing is what? The visions are being developed. So you can see about this planning, it's a different type of sources where each and every works are being came and come up with the help of new different ideas, and when it is being generated in the front of the people, and it has been supervised according to that part of it. Administrations of a process initiates the planning of programs and strategies. Okay, your administrations is that part of policies where the process of plannings are being developed through long term and short term. Long term will be into the depth, it will be into the depth, and you assessment, you do the observations, you have interactions more and more. When short terms, it will be there for the certain kind of, only for the short terms will be there for the certain part of it. Now see, long ranges on in depth needs assessment based on clear goal and objectives, short term will be immediate needs of incoming school year. So like if the school year it is been coming and finally it is going on. So short term planning you can give according to that part of it. So into the administration also, even the supervisors who do the supervision, who takes care this thing also, he will be making a planning according to that part of it. That will be for the short terms and the long term, and he needs to see about it how short terms will be having major looks and how long terms will be having a major looks. And according to this part, he needs to see this part of assignments clearly. Developing of strategy planning, when strategies are being developed, so what are the things development he will be based on the values of the business. He'll be seeing the values of the business based on vision of the business, mission of the business, SWOT, that is strength, weakness, opportunity and threat. It has been seen. Focus on the top importance issues. Okay, what are the major importance to the issues? Designing the objectives for the 5 above. This is the this is your strategy objectives. To see, you need to design this all 5 objectives. Do a gap analyzing, that is also important. Give the gaps to certain particular things, so according to this you can analyze how it has been going smoothly or not. Get to the work. Okay, go through the work properly. Do the smart planning, if that is important, whatever you have been thought about it, so that part of its proper way of planning should be also being seen about it, then only your work will be completed properly. The second part will be what in organizing. Okay, organizing. First we have been learning about the planning. What was the planning? Now second part, it is what organizing. It's defining a role, responsibility, arrangements, and coordinating the resources needs to successful carrying out the plan. Right people in right seats in the bus called a business. Now here the thing is what a proper way of role. Organizing, it is what the roles, the responsibility, and second part through this roles and responsibility, the arrangements it has been done through how the coordination it has been came into the people. So that part of organizing system is also been there, because these are the different type of managing system, and through this management system the thing is what the administration works with the help of different type of people. What is staffing? We have been learned first planning. You have been learned organizing. What is staffing? Putting right people in the right positions to ensure maximum efficiency and effectivity into the organization. You are placing the right people for the right particular way, like for the administration if this work is there. So for that particular way of department, the thing is what you're placing for a particular way of, because here you should have that part of way of knowing to the understanding the people wants and needs. People are a hotel mostly valuable resources. The hotel needs the right people to attract to join it. Then in recruitment and trainings to do their job effectively and treats them well to retreat. Losing employee is easy. Recruiting is twice as harder. Let's do a cost of recruitment. So this is what when you're recruiting a people. So it is what, it's not like that. It's an easy thing, because to leave that the people, so that makes a major problem. But to do the recruitment, it has a very much of hard way. It's very hard, because here the cost goes, the time waste, and according to this, the thing is whatever the previously training you have been given, so that also goes. So like when you recruit, so recruit that way where right people for the right time it will be there, and according to that part of only the thing is what the proper right position only that person will be placed here. So check this also, like doing this. So supervisors when doing this part of it, this has been also being checked. Leading, it is called one type of leadership quality. Now here, what are the leadership quality will be there? Leadership is about achieving the business or goal through the work of others. Now leadership, it is what you're achieving a goal through others, where you have a different type of peoples, and through that part of people they are giving their views, and through that views finally the thing is what you're working also. Now you have a different way of approaches, and through this different way of approaches the thing is what they are giving their own views. Trend approaches, that is focus on personal qualities such as height, intelligence, genetic, etc. Now when this type of quality, it has been a leadership quality will be seen. So first it is what traced approach, that is focus on personal quality such as the height, intelligence and genetic, etc. Transformations, like you are having those leaders, and through this type of leaders you are getting a new way of directions to that particular it. Charismatic means when you're representing yourself, you are keeping certain leader into a mind, and through this part of it you are showing out it. Leads to the person magnetism, charms and other qualities. Through this part of means the way of how they impress, the way how they attract, and through that part only the thing is what you have that part of attraction. You have Steve Jobs of Apple Computer, J.W. Marriott of a Marriott Hotel. Now you can see this part of it. You have narcissistic approaches that leads to the personal skill, magnetic attractions, and also a distrustful of others and consider themselves invisible. That is Napoleon and the Bill Gates. You have different type of people, and through this different type of people, the leading quality is being seen through that part of approaches. Now, what are different type of style? What already we have been seeing style of in leadership. Dictators, this is what leads through focus, force and treats, means what it has been given. It is like harsh to that particular it, and finally the thing is what through the thing is what forcefully the thing is that person is threatened, and the thing is what this part of leadership it is given. You do not lead by the hitting people over the head. This is assault. This is insult. Not not leadership. This is not called a leadership. It is just part of a way of hitting the people. This type of quality. Autocratic, this already we have been said, democratic and laziest. Autocratic, it is what with a he himself controlled him, he himself give all views and all, and he control himself as a whole self, and he even control to the subordinators. What I say, that only you need to do it. Democratic, it is what participation way of leadership, where people are encouraged to come up with the ideas. Laziest, it is what use delegations, leave employment. It has been followed by each and every, do whatever you feel like. So your uncontrollable way of interest it has been given. Little work are given, but more and more interference has been there, and that interference which gives the bias also, because your laziest fair way, this type of designation it has been used. So the leadership quality related, these are the different styles. Monitoring means what? To see, look after each and everything, because that is being seen. How are we do? Are we operating with the budgets? Are we meeting our targets? These are the monitoring. This question should be there when you're doing this type of action, because that creates a basic and importance. It is kept an eyes on how the business is doing. This is when seen. Monitoring, it is what is kept in proper way of eye, how the business have been doing. Checking on budget, material, cost, staff, revenue, quality, safety measures, etc. Budget, it has been seen. Material, it has been seen. Cost, it has been seen. Staff, revenue, quality, measurements, etc. Safety measurements, it has been seen. This have been properly monitored to look after each and everything, because through this only the thing is what your business will be also set up properly, and your administration will be also been developed properly. Coordination, that is important, because through this coordination the work it has been incompleted. So the coordination standards are set, control are observed, so that the group efforts is integrated into a working unit. Okay, so working unit has been integrated according to that way. Unity of purpose is stressed, so your each and every peoples are having given that part of opportunities to come up with the ideas, and it has been stressed more and more. Coordination, it is an coordination and achieving through the effective communications and the good leadership. Coordination is that part of it where communications are very effective, and even good leadership qualities are also been developed to have a major cut through way of competitions, and come up with a new different way of ideas relating to this. So the coordination is also one type of technique. Now, evaluating means whatever the points are being there. So, you evaluate. Evaluation is an education has been defined as judging the worth of experience, ideas and process. Just reviewing out whatever the words are being given to it. So, that part of reviewment. Its literature is an result and appraisal. It's one type of an appraisal. Finally, you're seeing out all the performance, and finally you're giving your finally way of your answer. To what extent, how will you organize objectives has been accomplished? For example, did the pupil increases the competence in reading? Did the principals and supervisor increases their competence in supervising the teaching of in reading? Now, these are the questions, and through this part of questions, the thing is what the interactions, the involvement, it has been seeing more and more, and that part of it where major impact will be seeing into the evaluating process. Your reviewing process will be also being seen. Now, administrators should remember that a teacher works should be evaluated on the basis of adequacy, but rather than based on efficiency. Here, the thing is what the administrator should supervise each and everything of the teachers about, he should remember about the teachers that evaluating is based on adequacy, okay, it's based on adequacy rather than the efficiency. Here, adequacy, how importance it has been seen, and according to that part of importance, the thing is what, how efficient and how dedicated towards that particular work it has been seen, and it has been monitored according to that particular way of it. So with the help of this, finally the thing is what the major major impacts to that part of administrative system. It has been seen right now, which has a major impact, and through this, the thing is, the supervision techniques has been also been developed with the help of different type of points. Now, group work, it's also been there. Imagine that you are managing the restaurant for each and every managerial functions, like these five. Like, your one different type of objectives. One example it is given. You have planning, organizing, directing, controlling, staffing. You have different type of elements, and through this different types of elements, you are using these functions to develop the group work. So, like group work on each function is 5 minutes. Through this type of techniques, 5 minutes it has been involved, and through this part of it you can give your own views, you can give your suggestions through that particular way, where you can come out with the different types of ideas which will be more helpful for it. So here we have been just